on. And we're live already. Sorry about that. Hi. Yes. It is Monday. It is 3:42 Monday, January 22nd, 21st, and we are still making indie games. I hit stream without thinking. We are what was I doing last time I streamed? I had just gotten I'll tell you what I did over the weekend. I think last time I streamed was Friday. And I didn't have these assets yet. I had just gotten a series of assets. Let me just show you what this all looked like a bit ago. That'll be the easiest way to do this. So, this is new as of today, but that's skipping ahead a bit. I basically got these assets. They were rounded, they were delivered to me as FBXs. My goal was to get them in game and see if I could make them look at all okay in game. This took quite a bit of work, just getting them in, reworking the materials, because before everything was highly abstract, the shadows in the material and so forth, and it just took a lot of work to kind of move the system over to that. But I did get in kind of the first 3 levels. Specifically, I got them in, I reworked the shaders. This is hella broken. Give me a minute. Oh, it's just not streaming in properly. I'm sorry. I just opened the editor. I did a lot of thinking about what I want the levels to look like. I basically remodeled this level quite a bit, trying to go for simpler shapes, something I think is a little bit closer to achievable. I'm worried we've got way too much high frequency detail, and I just spent the weekend, like all weekend pretty much, remodeling this, tweaking the textures so that it pushed towards a certain texture space that's more sepia, getting rid of anything that's rounded, pushing towards angular shapes, pushing the idea that rather than have a lot of unique assets, the assets are big and blocky and just off kilter. I think that'll feel a little bit more whimsical. I'm pushing these objects to be a little more whimsical, and so I spent some time getting this in, and this level, and the transition between them, right? Like, this turns blue. I'm basically moving in the material. I have 2 different textures, and I'm LARPing from one to the other. And so there's not a light that's turning on and off. All that's happening is this is actually fading from a bright, warm tone texture to a cool tone texture. And I spent some time figuring out how I want that to work and writing it all up. Obviously, there was modeling in my idea of what the sketchy outlines could look like. So this just kind of took all weekend figuring that out. I think last time I was doing this was figuring out what would happen when these pop in and out. I'm playing with an idea here. They initially had like a, what do you call it? Like a chandelier that was hanging out of the sky. I kind of got rid of that. Went for trying for something like this. I reworked some of the material to be like what the zigzag was. I think I started doing that on stream. I tuned that a little bit more. Just a lot of random texture work was over the weekend. And this morning, so I talked with them. They're jamming on that now. They don't have anything to show yet, obviously, because it's Monday. They had started this, so this is the only thing I got from the environment team that's new. And this is just a paint over of what they want. They're starting to think about how the whole overworld looks. What this might look like, reimagining this. We went back and forth on what I want the sky to look like. I kind of like this quite a bit. They're thinking about maybe the curtain, rather than being this thing that flows, is like draped over those back levels. Maybe this stuff where I was sketching down here is actually just level, like it looks like somebody just threw a tarp over some stuff. I find that really interesting. I think that's an interesting take. This is still very much a work in progress though, so we'll see where this goes. I'm pretty excited about their work. They're doing a good job. Yeah, and today I'm gonna not think about that. I'm just gonna hang out with you guys, and I'm gonna keep jamming on the, what do you call it? The cinematics when you open a level. And that's what's going on. Hey Marcos, hey Mad Mundi. Maybe I'll listen to music. I don't know. That's the plan. cold and snowy. Okay. So, let's see where we are with this. I think I've gotten the wrong thing. I'm gonna not look at the levels for a while they jam on them. They're gonna get me an asset tomorrow where I think we're gonna try to make these two levels pretty much perfect, figure out how much fidelity we want in them. I do need to figure out what it looks like when you highlight these. But maybe I should wait till we have a couple more levels before I figure that out. Because this is not how it's gonna look. This thing where I just turn it one color. We'll see. Oops, don't need this anymore. Okay. Right. So where are we with this? Well, I think this is a little overdone. This is... This morning I had started setting up Rue's start cinematic moments so that they're using the new system. And I think I made it a little too extreme. What do we want this to actually look like? Hey, ProPuke, what's up, man? I forgot how I can do this without. Two monitors. Hey, Dalton. Okay. What are you called? You're in cat chat. Yeah, briefly, but you didn't join me, so I figured, fuck it. You had one chance, you missed it, man. Is this a different character? I don't know, I don't remember if I showed this one on the Unreal chat. Don't remember, I thought I showed all of them. This one's Rue. She's the accordion. Right now I'm working on, I added a system so that when you first start a level, there's a little narrative beat. Before, they would speak as you played the level, and that was actually really frustrating, I think. I just don't think it was very good. So I moved over to this. Anyway, hi Raj Bakta. That's what you get for being in Europe. Pro puke. So that one's fine. Part of moving over to the new system is just loads of bugs. Like that should... I want to set the text to not go away anymore. Crap, which I can't do on this one for reasons. Because I set this one up funny. For this one, this level can play out in different ways depending on what you've done, so there's different dialogue. So it's the scripting isn't in the level load system, it's in the level itself in Blueprint. And it's right. This whole thing is a thing I might get rid of. What are you against blueprints? So I'm saying it to stay forever and not show in the HUD. What else am I gonna do? For each of the lines, just add it? Apparently that's what I do. Okay. No, I think the system just works so long as I set it so that everything plays on move 0, I think. Find this again. Right. So I gotta figure out if I want to do this. So I had this idea that I liked, but it might be too much too fast, where the first time you play through this level, because both Quat and Rue have this level, and the first time you play through it, they're like, hey, I can't get to that thing over there. The second time you play through it with the other character, they'll be like, you get the combo level version. I might cut that. Mitchell didn't like it very much. I don't have enough data though. I think I haven't had anybody play that really. So I don't know if that's a good idea or not. And it is unfortunately very early in the game. Okay. Oh my god. Don't read email. Do I have a group of playtesters? Not really. I just kind of open it up. Like I'll send out some keys to friends and ask for feedback. So it's not like an official thing. It's not like there's a mailing list or anything like that, right? It was supposed to be I would go to Boston Indies. There's a group here called Boston Indies that has like a demo night where you can go play each other's games and stuff, but they canceled it because of the storm. Alright. I don't know if I'm cutting this or not, so I'm just gonna leave it for now. I don't believe you've been given a key yet, Ray March. I think you are spreading falsehoods. Well, that wasn't good because I think that, yeah. So I need one at like the top left. I wonder if that'll work if I rewind. Am I going to be demoing at PAX? PAX is so far from now, I have no idea. Oh wait, what? Sorry, I didn't realize how much you guys were talking. Anyway, yeah, I'm still debating maybe the mix at GDC, most likely not. Maybe EGX Rest, I might go to that. I'm still on the fence about that too. It depends. Like if I can go somewhere for free, I'll do that. Like I'm going to have a call with Epic next week, I think, and see if I can get into wiggle into their booth for free at GDC. And if I can do that, I'll do that because I'm going to GDC anyway. You have to book it months in advance. Oh, are you talking about PAX or PAX East? PAX East, like I kind of missed the boat on that. I can't seem to figure out a way to wiggle into it, so I'm afraid I'm stuck not going to that one. Oh yeah, yeah, PAX East, I just missed the boat. I wish I could. I'm jealous. But I will, like I'll be around, I'll probably speak. Like I'm here in Boston. I fucked up not going to PAX East. That was a huge mistake. I missed the deadline for the Indie Mega Booth, basically. I'm like, definitely not going to do it, not as part of the Indie Mega Booth. I just don't know what I don't know about that, you know? Wait, what happens? So this one... That one looks good. Yeah, it's just a lot of work, man. Like, it's not that scary, it's just expensive and a lot of work. You know what I mean? It's a lot easier to EGX Res, you just kind of show up, they've already set up your booth and everything, and don't have to do any kind of build out. This one looks fine. Hey, Numbat. Don't know if I like that one. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I think it needs to be flipped. I want to add a feature to the material that will just rotate the UVs 180. So we're just going to do that super fast. To this one, I guess. Rotator. Speed 0, time, or this never made sense to me. Let's make this a constant. I don't know. 1. Is that flipped? 0.25. Well, that's doing a thing. Let's go with this. Okay, so the speed is 1 and the constant time is 0.5. What if there's a Constant time was 1. What then? I don't know what the fuck is going on. What if it's 5? What if it's 0? What if it's 0.1? The fuck even is this? What if we look at the documentation? Alright, before a rotator in the material. Radians second. So this is radians a second? Ugh. Okay. So I need like half of pi. Jesus. Nope. Fucking, I have no idea how to make this work. Wait, okay, let's try. No, that's definitely not it. Maybe it should be 4 times pi. Let's see if this random number works. Yup. Okay. The answer was 4 pi. The real problem is I don't like it. Oops. Let's nix that whole idea. Several other problems too. I never moved the dialogue to the new system, so Would it be better to use the custom rotator? Probably. That probably would have made sense. Oh, you've worked for this? The documentation is wrong. Yeah, that's about what I just saw too. Though, to be fair, I don't even think I was looking at the documentation, so... You know what? Doesn't matter, it looked like shit anyway. So, we're gonna have to figure out something else. Maybe let's try this one. What does this one look like? That looks sleeker. Let's make your dialogue in the top right so it's out of the way. Alright, that's a good one. I think there's another one that might work too, though. Is it you? Not you. How about you? Yeah. Let's try that one. Nope, nope, don't like that at all. Okay. Let's go back to this one. I feel like once you click out of that, this jump down's jarring. So let's change the default camera as well. And because you don't want to just move a little bit, you kind of want to cant the camera and just make it slightly different from the game camera. It's hard to explain. It's like a film thing. If you're going to change, you need to make a certain amount of a change. There's a lot of sort of rules to camera work. You don't want to break the 180-degree rules. So like you don't want to move all the way around to the other side of the character, but you also need to make a certain amount of a change. Oh shit, hey Jessica, what's up? Jessica and friends. Hey Spaceberry. Oh, I'm not saving. I'm glad you like it. OXL1Q. I aim to please. Why is there no dialogue on this one? Alright, what do we do now? Oh, right. Ugh. At least in the next 2 years, dear God, yes. It's actually gonna launch later this year. I pinky swear it will launch later this year. Not in the first half this year, but we are getting there. The whole thing is playable. There's just a lot of like. I mean, I've done my schedule. I do need to finish. So we're redoing the environment stuff specifically. Like everything right here is gray box, right? We're redoing the environments. I'm working with a couple people on this. This is the beginning of the new direction. It's kind of like this area is going to be a bunch of storage. She starts out in kind of like a storage area. This area back here is going to be like kind of a bureau, getting ready kind of an area. We're still working out what this all looks like, right? And what all the different areas look like and what they are. And we're going to redo the environments, and that's going to be the bulk of the work. The game is playable beginning to end, and that's all done. Like the gameplay is done. It's about a 4 to 5 hour game, depending. It's a 5 hour game. It's 4 because I know how to win it. There's more work to do with some of the cinematics, a lot of the cinematics. There's gonna be some bug fixing, I imagine. There's gonna be Loke. But once I get the environments done, I can kind of plot out the rest. I'm pretty certain it'll be Q3, Q4 this year. More than certain. It'll definitely be this year. I'm glad you like it, man. That's cool. Am I a very positive person? No, man. I'm full of darkness. Just negativity. I sound like a positive person? Well, it's a ruse, obviously. I've pulled the wool over your eyes. I actually hate everything. Terrible. Like Eeyore, but, you know, mean. My goal is to be a force of negativity in the world. And, you know, just bring others down. It's how I feel about stuff. Let's figure out these. Alright, so we're just straight up missing lines from this one. Is your favorite day of the week Sunday? I don't have a favorite day of the week. I hate them all. They're all the worst. It's impossible to have a favorite. All days are bad. Right. Am I from Australia? Nah, dude, I live in Boston. Heart of Darkness. And where even is this level? I look like a violin player. Thank you? The Boston and Australian accents are pretty similar. Yeah, I think so. Basically the same thing. His mouth, I actually changed his mouth last night. I think it might be a little too thin and creepy. Euler's just creepy. I'm trying to make him not creepy. He's supposed to be cool. But he's definitely just something about him's real creepy. Can't seem to fix it. I feel like swimming or scuba diving, too. It feels like I'm into water sports. I live in Boston. I don't know what the hell makes you think I'd... Like, it's cold here most of the time. Definitely not surfing. All the animals in Boston won't try to kill you. That is true. It's interesting. Most things in Australia will kill you, but they'll kill you with, like... So, things were getting faster and faster. Like, evolution. Creatures were getting faster and faster, and eventually the predators that would chase down the prey didn't succeed in Australia. What succeeded was the predators that were extremely poisonous. And poisonous quickly, because that was the only... Because all of the prey in Australia is just too damn fast. Also, fun facts. Australia is interesting. Most people know this because there's a lot of marsupials there, right? Like, there's not a lot of mammals like there is in not Australia. Marsupials are just like a totally different thing. They're creatures that generally have a pouch. They give birth, and then they give birth before their young is like fully done, and they stick them in a pouch, and that's what a marsupial is. But there's other places too. Like, there's an island kind of in the Pacific where the only creatures that managed to get there were birds, and so every single thing on that island is a descendant of a bird. So they have these creatures that kind of look like squirrels. They're like these little jumpy things with like they've got wings, but they don't really do much because they've descended from birds, and it's like their version of squirrels. His mouth when it's closed makes it creepy. Yeah, I could not close it. He's supposed to be like thinking. Maybe I just need to change the animation after I change the model. Dude's fucking weird. We'll get to that tonight, I think, because I can't handle him being this creepy. The fuck are you talking about, ProPuke? Yeah, Thomas did really well though, Scott Clark, to be fair. Alright, dude. So, anyway. Yeah, he's supposed to have like kinda, it's supposed to be a beard, kinda. Yeah. You know what? Let's just fix it. Yeah, I can't handle how weird it is. You're right. It's fucked up. It is one animation and it'll fix everywhere. Sorry. You think Thomas the Train is creepy as fuck? It's creepy as fuck, but it's successful with the kids. They fucking love it. The children. Part of the issue is maybe gotta like... No, fool. Yeah, if I just take the scale Z. export that. Let's see what we get. He looks like Bieber after you've smoked some mushrooms. We're gonna get some music. Give me a sec here. And let's make him. This needs to be snappier. He needs to go from this. To smiling. Alright, that'll be slightly less creepy, maybe. Did I check this out? It's kind of rocking out. Okay, that'll do. So anyway, the thing we're actually here to do, I'm gonna turn off the music so that it doesn't get super repetitive. Oh, were you not hearing it? I was just playing it for myself. Sorry. Yeah, there's music. Here. You can hear it now. I'll show you. That's enough of that. Wait, what? What's your creative process like for coming up with puzzles? I'm not the right person to talk about that. Chihuahuas. I recommend Draknik's Discord. They actually have a lot of conversations about that, like how do people come up with things. I wasn't trying to make a puzzle game when I made this. If I sat down and tried to make a puzzle game, I think I'd have a rough time. And the process of this was mostly, once I realized there was a move set, there was different things, like at first I was just trying to find ways where you would have to make them move in ways that were interesting, like you'd have to push off of a wall, you'd have to do something, and then I thought for certain things, like for some of the combo levels, especially later on, I mean, I can tell you, like it was different for different things. Like when you're on the dance floor, a lot of this I was just looking at figure skating choreography for some of the first couple. I was like, I want them to have to land on each other. This actually became a combination of things. Most of the figure skating stuff I got rid of. Mostly this became like, again, just what's a combination of things you would have to do that's weird? Make the player have to do the weird thing. And that should have won the level, I think. No, it shouldn't have. Yeah, so it's not really like... Have you considered making the robots roll sausages onto grills? Yeah, that's in the sequel. I'm thinking really just food service would be where I want to get with that. Who's my composer? His name's Mitchell. He's a first chair trombone player here in Boston. He just graduated recently. And he plays at like, I don't know what he plays at. He's part of something here. The Discord here, I'll just give you an invite. It's probably easier than trying to figure out. He called it Thinky Puzzle Games. I like this. I troll this sometimes. Well, I like read it. Oh. Here. Yeah, Port Punky, I actually do that. That's in. That's actually what I'm moving away from. Because that was irritating. People, well, they were mixed. Some people really liked it. A third of people didn't read it at all, and a third of people thought it was really distracting and blocked the level. So I'm moving the vast majority of it to the front of the level. That's actually what I'm in the process of doing today. They do samurai. I could change that. I'm basically moving forward the tick of the animation based on the audio thread tick. So they should always sync. I've been told I'm bad at dancing and that they're not dancing in the correct rhythm. So I should probably go back and look at that. But yeah, all of the, I did make the entire game, all the songs were on a constant basis. There's a bass line that runs through the entire game. What's cool and cute as heck, Port Punky? What are you talking about? Mary, yeah. Oh, they're talking. Yeah, they talk to each other. Aw. That was a lot of work. There's a lot of writing in this. I kind of, did that. Yeah, Samurai, that's kind of my shit. Well, they talk to each other. They also talk to you. I don't know. And they talk to... Sometimes they get mad at each other. There's branching dialogue. Like, if you... There's different things. Like, Rue and Euler can hook up. And then, if you want, you can break them up. And then they've got... At the end of the game, they say different things to each other. And there's slightly different levels. Very slightly, depending on what you've decided to do. Or like Dancing Alone. I won't show you that. You're gonna have to know about that one on your own. Or like, I don't want to spoil it. There's stuff. There's stuff. Quat and Rue can either get along or they cannot. Well, I agree, poor Ponky, but there's a reason to that. And also, it's important, like, there's a value to having... Obviously, not all of the chat is at the very beginning, especially for the more important and interesting shit, but there is a value in having the chat at the beginning with a camera that's fixed that shows the entire level and where the goal location is from one camera view that I control. That's valuable. So this has actually been a very valuable thing to do. Like, you didn't see the thing where I went through and I like thought through exactly where the cameras need to be to show off the level, because I think there is a problem where some of the levels are so big you can't really see the goal location initially, and there's something nice to having that bird's eye view for some of these levels. Hey, Inf. When am I implementing Battle Royale mode? Well, obviously, immediately after launch. I generally find the right thing to do is to launch a game that doesn't have Battle Royale and then just fucking shove it in. And market indicators seem to reflect that that's how you make a hit. So the Battle Royale bit will be coming later. I have drawings of it. Don't worry, it's in the process. We're about to redo the backgrounds. So I'm on the fence about this. Oh, no, I'm just doing it for like the solo levels for the most part. There's one level where Euler and Rue meet. I haven't done this one yet. Maybe I'll do it now. Because right now, the whole point is it's supposed to be really irritating. Like, oops, sorry. Didn't mean to do that. I gotta rework a lot of this. I have a lot of work to do. I need to fucking make this game. I underestimated how much making a game solo would suck. Alright. So like here she's freaking out. Anyway, yeah. I haven't figured them all out, Port Punky, but that is kind of like the hint system, is if you get into a place where I know you can't win, sometimes they say something, they start, especially in the combo levels, because it's more common with Euler, or I'm sorry, with Rue and Quat, there's a couple things you can do where you get yourself into a state where you can't win, and then they just start bickering. That's the goal anyway. Yes, the floss dance is clutch. I bought Recursed yesterday. I was kind of tired, so I only played it for like half an hour. Recursed was pretty good, Port Ponky. I only played half an hour and I'm already like, what? I might be too stupid for that game. I don't know. That game is deceptively... there's a lot of game there. Game just keeps going. Thought I was making progress and it was not. I don't know how long that game is. Basically, well done. I get what the hype is now. Alright, let's get back to work. Oberdin, I heard that was good. Yeah, I haven't played that one yet either. Yeah, I heard it was shit, but you know, I figured I'd try it anyway. Alright, so... Right, so what I wanted was... Right, okay. I remember what I was doing. Have I played Snakebird? No, it's on my list. It's 2 games, man. I don't have time to do anything already, as is. I'm basically already drowning. Oh, that's not true. It's just when I have free time, I want to play something that I love, you know? And so usually that means I play Civ. I'm not saying it's right, I'm just saying it is. Especially because I wanted to make sure I got the, I wanted to get the Civ out of my system before the expansion, so I totally appreciate how much content that the expansion is going to add. Though it is a sting, I've got to pay like 40 bucks for an expansion in a month. It's the exact same game as Kine, except totally different, but also identical. So you're saying it's Steven's Sausage Roll, because I love that game. Yeah, Civ gets a lot of my free time. That is accurate. Why are you not snapping? When did I lose snapping? When did we decide we were above that, huh? Curious. Just, FYI. God damn it. Is snapping gone everywhere? No, I see. There, this one snaps. Weird. Weird. Okay. So what I want is this to drop over. Don't even worry about that yet. I want this to drop behind. Whatever. Why are you being crazy? Shit, thanks Samantha, I appreciate that. Snakebird, I appreciate games with weirdly cute animation for no reason. I'm clearly into that. Oops. So I have this one behind the level, and it's an interesting box, but not what I wanted. Maybe like so try a simple one. This one in front of the level. Do you guys want me to leave the music on or take it off? It's totally up to you guys. That didn't seem to change at all. It doesn't look very good. It should be more like Is this, are there two of them, or is this creature having DID? What is DID? Dissociative identity. Multiple personality disorder. Oh, no. They're just different. Like, this is Euler. And this is... Over here is Quat. I don't have the UI in, so you don't have, like, separate UI. But, like, this is Quat. Quat's a drummer. And that's Rue. Rue's sad here in this scene. She's real sad. See, look at her. She's like, oh. She's not an accordion yet. She doesn't know what she wants to be. She can be saved. She becomes an accordion. Rue has 6 forms. You only see 2 in this game. Technically 12. But you only see 2 in this game. Anyway, that's Rue. And then they go, eventually, they compose music together. You can kind of choose whose set list you start with. Depending on how you played and what mood they're in. At some point I gotta like set up all this stuff again. And they work together, and that's a lot harder. I don't actually remember how to do this. Yes I do. Maybe. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is the first time. So Euler and Quat only meet towards the end when Rue is there. You can't go between Quat and Euler without Rue. So they are talking over huge distance. Why do the speech bubbles point to the same character? Well, when they're saying multiple things, maybe I should do that differently. But like you can have a panel in a comic where a character says multiple things with different speech bubbles, right? I've seen that. I'm not crazy. Or do you think that's confusing? Like, is it weird that you're reading his dialogue over 2 speech bubbles? Yeah, they have different colors already, Port Ponky. I don't know about fonts. I'm still working with my friend on the fonts. I don't know what we're gonna do there yet. Seriously, get back to me if that's weird, because I need to really rethink some shit. If this is weird. It looks like 2 phrases, like they're talking to somebody and then there's a response. Yeah, I've seen this before in webcomics. I don't think I'm crazy, but... We'll come up with something for the colorblind. We'll either make them different shapes or something. I mean, colorblind, for one thing, they're already different tones, so that should help for... And also, I mean, I'd have to look into the colorblind stuff. I'm pretty sure we can work around that. Hey, Cowhole. Anyway, yeah, I think this one looks good. So that'll be his. Did I do the dance floor? Oh yeah, this one's gonna be fun. I'm gonna do a custom one for this. I can set my video card to show how colorblind sees things. Shit, seriously? Yeah, thank you, ProPuke. No, my old my co-founder at the Molasses Flood was colorblind, which I always thought was fun because he has this idea in his head. For some reason, anytime he wants something to seem like really high fantasy or like really magical, he makes it the magical color, which the rest of us see is basically it looks like toothpaste, like it's a minty green. But every time he does something, anytime you see something in Engine, it's like weird minty green. You're always like, Forrest was here. He tried to make it look glowy and magical. Because in his mind, that's the color of magic. He doesn't see green, I guess. I don't know. It's pretty funny. Yeah. I've met Ibsy. I want something that looks like speed lines, maybe. Like that one scene in Spider-Verse. With Spider-Gwen, where she's like, and there's speed lines behind her. Maybe. Maybe not. Here's what I'm gonna do. Not on this one though. Oh shit. I think I've decided to wait until it's way too late for playtesting and then have regrets. I think that's my plan of action at the moment. When I was a kid, I drew in Deluxe Paint 2 on Toshiba. Okay. Fair enough. With the, by default, Windows set up something where at like 9 o'clock at night, my computer turns like amber tone or something to help you fall asleep or whatever. I didn't realize it when I was working on some art at one point. I was like, what the fuck? Oh, interesting. Thank you, Smith. I figure as long as we're honest about it, that's what's important. Right, guys? Speed lines. Show me. What do we want to do here? I have loads of speed lines for this character, for this area. Yeah, that's the shit. And you can try to watermark it, but you're gonna fail, and here's why. Because all I need is a sliver of that. Cute that you tried, though. It's really quite adorable. Take... Was it Alt Delete? Yep, that worked. Thank you. Did I do that right? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so the cloud would show up in screenshots and interfere. Ugh. What the fuck? What are... I don't know. I don't get your jokes. I suspect it was hilarious. It might be too stupid for this. Okay. Oh, wait, shit. Did I save over? God damn it. Could probably get the other one out again. So, asset actions, export, back to target. Oh yeah. If I re-import, I don't lose it, right? Yeah, good. Okay. So now we bring in those new speed lines. This will be UI, so it runs faster. This will be, what is this form sliding? Level 4 arms. Sliding. Not you. You. Yeah, I was just thinking, like, do I want to actually just be a narrow strip that's lower? How cool would that be? hard to, because I have a non-standard monitor. So I can't go too low. You're trying to make it in the world as a musician is basically a survival game. That is accurate. There are jobs that are crazier than solo developer or game developer. Musician's probably one of them. Oh, oops. God, I also have to. Where'd it go? Speed lines. Just deal with this. Will never be used on any other level. Oh, you already told me alt delete. Nice tip. I need to fix that bug. So let me fix that. Okay. Fix, well, the level G is getting redone, so we'll chill. I think the camera needs to pull back. How are you handling the varying screen ratios? I mean, it just stretches the texture. I don't really have a plan beyond that. Also, some people will have a little bit more view in their camera, no matter what the player draws over the screen overlay. And most of the time the level you're on draws over the screen overlay as well, so no matter what, it should work out. It's kind of the plan. I don't know why I'm trying so hard on this one, but I feel like it could look really cool if I just get it. Just so. Maybe it won't. Oops. Hey Weez, what's up, man? Hey Michael, hey Shrill. Sorry guys, I haven't been chatting. I don't think it's new music, I think it's the same music it's been forever, man. That being said, it is irritating kind of having it turn on and off, so I'm gonna turn it down. It's fine. Oh, hey, Weiss. I just said hi. And that, no, the music's the same it's been for a while. No, Loiki. It it is a full-time project, yes. I was working on it part-time up until September of last year, and then I went full-time on this. I'll be full-time on it for a while. Like, I'm launching late this year sometime, and I'll probably be on support for it. So I'll be on this full-time for the rest of the year. I seem more focused. Is it crunch time? I'm not... yeah. I don't think so. Am I boring? Maybe I'm just focused right now. Maybe I'm just boring right now. Wish I was more focused. You're gonna time the release to take down a midget? Yeah, I was thinking, you know, like, people are real sick of those successful AAA titles. I'm gonna come out at the same fucking time. Like, I'm thinking, what's even launching in 2019? Jesus, I should know that. Honestly, I think the scariest things for Q4 this year are going to be announced at E3 this year. Because the, people don't announce things until like, well, people announce things, but they don't announce the launch dates until pretty late, till like 6 months ahead of time. So I don't even know. Let's look at, oh wow, wait, it's not even, guess it's got June, August, yeah, like they don't even make predictions after August, and they're like, these will come out at some point, which means the vast majority of these will come out this year. Psychonauts 2. This year's a weird one. Got the storefront wars. Am I competing with Nintendo Switch? Am I launching on the Switch? I should figure that out. Except for this one. Yeah, there's no announcements after August. And the Valley of the Gods is coming out this year. I can't tell you, Wheeze, and also I'm not entirely sure. Still figuring that out. Yeah, well, 2019 is a weird year. I mean, they got the... I suspect the consoles are coming in 2020, like the major console launches, but we did leak... Microsoft leaked that they're doing like that download-only kind of console in like Q1 or 2-ish this year. It's hard to say how that affects things. Storefronts in general, like at some point the Epic storefront's gonna open up. I don't know exactly when. They said it would be this year. There's other things I can't speculate about because I've signed NDAs. I think this Switch is a good idea. The question becomes, that I still haven't answered, is does it make sense to delay the launch in order to be in the Switch? Like, if coming out in the Switch means I'm in like the holiday season and I'm competing with AAA, does that make sense? Does it make sense to delay the launch of the game on PC in order to match the console platform, so I launch on all three at the same, or all whatever number at the same time? It would be cool on Switch though. Switch is good. Yeah, I think the Switch makes sense to come out after PC. I think it's cool. Man, it's really hard to say. This Nintendo seems to like it if you come out on PC first and work out all the bugs. They're like more than cool with that. They appreciate that. Mostly though, you have a lot of confirmation bias because the games that do super well, like the press isn't going to cover you twice. So there's an argument for coming out on all of them at the same time unless you think you have a huge hit. And this is not like a highly anticipated huge hit. It's at the end of the day, it's still like a solo project, right? As much as I love it and I think it's the greatest game of all time, it's probably, you know, it's not in the Valley of the Gods. It's not like a game that's gonna get the press aren't gonna cover it twice. I get one shot at it. So the question is, do I delay the launch and launch at a less optimal time in order to be on all the platforms, launch on all of them at the same time? I know Microsoft and Sony don't like it if you launch on one before the other, but I don't think they care too much about PC. I don't know, man. How much work is it to port a game to the Switch? Let me show you something. I did some research. I asked what it would take in like a Boston indie thing, like how much money should I set aside? And this guy said he'd look at it real quick if I could get him access to my Perforce. And then I did. And then he sent me this video. So apparently it's very fast. He said he got this up and running in like an hour. Because I'm like on the latest build of the Unreal Engine in a blueprint only project, so there's absolutely nothing to do. Apparently, like you could just fucking hit a button. Well, I'm sure they're also used to doing a lot of like, they do a lot of ports, so for them they just kind of have the underlying tech for it. Yeah, that was pretty alarming when I got that. I was like, okay, because that went from I just assumed I wouldn't do the Switch to okay, I guess I'll do the Switch in like the space of a day. Maybe. I don't know. I don't want to promise anything. I don't know. It's easy to make it look like something's like that. I want to play it and see. And also there's just a lot of things there, right? Like there's the UI overhaul. To have all the buttons for the Switch. There's going to be things I don't expect. Something's going to go wrong. I don't know what it takes yet. Nothing's ever that easy. Yeah, it's the one upside to being a blueprint-only project. There's absolutely... there's downsides, but that's the upside, I guess. Would be that if the engine can port, then the game can port. But yes, something will go wrong. Most likely with performance. And then there's the marketing materials, absolutely. Aluika. Though I feel like... And it's just money. Like, a lot of that stuff just comes down to money. Though, it's cheaper to launch on all three, because then you don't have to do, like, a press tour twice and stuff. I don't know. Maybe, probably. Does that mean I should delay it? I don't know. Like, if I can come out on PC... There's something really nice to coming out on PC first. Handling all your bugs and your bullshit, and then porting a console. Because the shitty thing about being on a console is, like... I can pay people to port the game, but then I have to pay them again if I want to push a patch. Like there's downsides to being a solo dev using outsourcing houses for your ports, and this is one of them. Like patching is probably a pain in the ass. It would be nice to have the majority of the game bugs figured out before I go to console. So that's a huge advantage. I'm sure there's other things. I mean, I've done this. I don't know why I'm having a brain fart here. Generally, if you come to console after PC, they're going to want you to do something, like some special content. Give them some sort of something. Yeah, I don't know. What am I working on for the game? I'm working on these backdrops. Let's What am I working on for the game? I don't remember. Oh yeah, okay. So this backdrop's real simple. I'll show you this one. You probably won't even see the difference, but that's fine. I will. That's all that matters. So this is at the beginning, but whenever you start each level, there's a little cinematic, not a cinematic, there's just a moment where you just see like text and you're in a separate camera that looks at the whole level and stuff. And I'm just adding some backdrops to those today. It's a real chill day. If you go back to the beginning, you'll see over the weekend I worked on environments pretty heavily, and I'm going to be picking up that work again probably tomorrow once the environment team's had a chance to spin on what I just gave them. And there's just a lot to do there. What the Where are you? So now, when you start the level, you see this, which I know you don't see a difference, but once this has final art in, that'll be a little more obvious. Give them hats. You think hats are the solution? The real question is, do I use this camera as an opportunity to like show the level, or as an opportunity to show like a glory shot of the character? I'm definitely showing the level here. Definitely. I don't even think I'm showing the level well, to be honest. I think that camera needs to be rethought. I think you actually get a better view of it. Maybe if I really ramp up the depth of field. I think I could accomplish something that's a little bit of both. A little bit country, a little bit rock and roll. Okay, that's too crazy. Too much. Let's just give you some default background. I don't like it. We could go like this. All right, if you are 3, yeah, let's check that out. Yeah, and in fact, I think I'm going to go with something really similar to what I have here. I think I'm just going to go. Right. You. No. Why not? Wrong one. That's why. You. And set this to UI. And set that material, which is 4, just 3 on this. Okay. Later, love. Ooga. This bottom part needs to move down. Got way too aggressive there. Also, the top part needs to skew. There's something here. What the fuck? Not quite sure what I did there, but no, whatever. Sure. I'm going to change the dialogue to be one line. Oops, shit. Ah. Control Z. Edit, undo. Seriously? You hit an undo barrier? What, dragging it from one screen to another? Crap. And maybe... I don't know if I should have any backdrop here. Maybe we'll keep this real simple. Well, I want to keep the theme. All right. What the hell happened here? What keyboard and mouse is that? It's a Logitech. This is a corded mouse because I ran out of the Logitech USB thingers, and this was a gift from my boyfriend who said that my keyboard was shit, and I didn't realize it was, and then he gave me this. I was like, oh, this is great. It's mechanical. It's a Logitech G610. Mechanical gaming keyboard. It's rated 5 volts. It's got a bunch of logos on the back. It was made in China. That's what I got here. That's the alpha and omega of this keyboard. Oh, cool. No, I do like the keyboard, but I mean, I'm not like a keyboard aficionado, so could be shit. Who knows? This is not my realm. When I hit the keys, letters end up on the screen. So I'm thinking it's working. Also, it's right by the microphone, so I'm sure it's loud as shit. Sorry about that. Does it make me happy to hit the keys? Yes, it's a very satisfying sound. Like the sound of typing. Is that You're the Man Now, dog? God, I forgot that website.
Punch the damn key.
Oh, there's a lot of stupid people in the world. I was gonna make a reference, but instead, now I'm on YouTube. Punch the damn keys. Fuck it. I'm glad you like it, Maxam. Appreciate it, man. Later, Mayor McFrumples. Thank you for swinging by. It's not easy looking after a township. Maybe that's fine. Let's see. So we'll save as. And bam. Okay, so let's see what this looks like. It's subtle. Yeah, it should be top right. Maybe we should add something on the sides here. Let's scooch the camera this way, and then I think we'll be done. And then that will be that for the stream, I think. It's a good joke, ProPuke. You're a funny dude. One last little thing. Scoot this in. A little bit more. Just because it's fighting with the line for the box. That's gonna drive me crazy. See, now that line is not exactly the same. Okay, I think I'm good. I think I'm happy. Stick a fork in it. And that concludes the Monday stream. I hope you've had a good time. I hope you got some stuff done, or I don't know why you're here. Hope you got whatever it is you were looking for. Hope your life is in general going okay. I am completely out of food, so I'm probably gonna go. I think I got beans in the cupboards. I'm gonna eat some beans. Thanks for hanging out, Callum. And, oh shit, right. I'm like alert. I should host somebody. Who do you guys want me to host? Do you know anybody that is on the internet? Vandevander. Oh, fuck yeah. Alright.
They're kind of trolling right now. I mean, we're dying a lot too, but they're dying a lot as well.
Okay.
And we're getting shutdowns.
M. Vandev.
That's not even worth. Use flash for it.
Okay. We're gonna rate him. He's gonna like this. M. Van. Or not. I don't know. Maybe he hates it. You can hear it. Sorry. Alright, we're gonna raid my friend. Stay in the chat. Hang out with him. He has 2 people in his stream right now, so this is gonna be intense. It's doing a countdown. I don't really know what happens when you do this. Okay, ready? 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 Go.